on.
Alright, so that was the Fairburn method, using 2 hands on the stick in an assault-like fashion. Tom, I'll borrow you. What we're going to look at now is a system how the American Marines did it. So if you just put the knife down. So, American Marine system in the Pacific Theatre. You've got the stick and you're holding the stick against the forearm. And protruding, you've got 2 to 3 inches of stick. And this works on the assumption that when 2 humans fight, they come to a grapple or a grapple range very fast. If you imagine in the Pacific Theatre, you've got island storming. You've got a bunch of young Marines running up a beachhead against a load of Japanese. You're going to end up it's going to be like British Bulldog. You're going to be smashing into each other. So there's not even that much room to use it in the Fairburn fashion. But I've got the stick very, very tight. So we come to this crash, just be human dummy for now. We've got the stick in this fashion, and we're going to use it in a boxing-like format. So we're going to use it to jab at the throat, solar plexus, groin, liver, spleen, kidneys, base of the neck. You're using this as the weapon. The good thing about this is it's a very intuitive platform. If you spend much of your time training unarmed, you could be pop, bang. You know, you could be hook, uppercut. Anything you can do in a boxing format, you can do with this stick. And most people spend most of their unarmed time in something that replicates this, especially in World War II, boxing being a much more mainstream sport then. It's much more familiar to people. So the American Marine method is to have it like so, and being used to, again, combative wrestling, boxing style footwork, whether it's on the front foot or the back foot. Typically, this is held in the hand that's adjacent to the back foot. So it's here. So I use this hand to fend, to grab, to pull, to push, to block, to do stuff, poke him in the eyes, whatever. This hand delivers the shot. If I manage to parry, delivers the shot, delivers the shot. So it comes in this format. If we're a bit longer range and his hands are coming out, I may decide to snap at them with the stick here. This does have some risk. So you will snap up or snap round towards the head. But it can be a good man mover. So you might go snap, snap, fingers, jab, and you come straight in. You've got options. Think of it exactly like boxing. I might use that as a jab. I might use that as a jab. Eventually, I might do a combination to allow me to do something, to take that range. Or, shit or bust, we've just run at each other, bang! You know, I need to be able to use the stick at hyper close range, using this American Marine method. So, first things first, I just want you to get used to the grip, the support. Then you've got your attacks, which are flicks, up and round. I don't like these too much because there is a risk of catching. If you do them, you have to be scary. I always say go for eyes. Whoa.
Yeah, that one.
Makes people move, makes people fear. Eyes and throat are the only real targets for these type. In the videos you see people go for hands. The problem is, if I go for his hand and he's clever, now it's our stick, not my stick. So get used to this kind of stuff towards the eyes. Using the lead hand could grab, grapple, gouge, close the distance, and you can use the stick in any number of ways. Placement's important, targeting's important. People have got webbing, people have got ammunition pouches, people have got radios, people have got stuff. Where stuff typically isn't, it's in the throat, in the eyeball, and the kidneys. You've also got to look for gaps. It's like, you know, it's like shellfish. You're prizing open the gaps in what's available. That's that method. The footwork's important. It's got to be athletic. It's got to be strong. My feet are facing him. We are fighting. Knife, fists, sticks, same. I am fighting Tom. So we're here. It's not the stick that's fighting Tom. It's me that's fighting Tom. So all of me's fighting him. You know, I might fake a boot at his knee. Bam! Do this. All of me. I might fake that boot, finger in his eyes, and do that. You've got all of your body's the weapon. This isn't the weapon. It's just a stick. It's an important thing to bear in mind. But the American method for the Marines is based on this. The short, sharp strikes and using your entire body to get in and do some damage. Have a go at that. Stick versus an arm, and then stick versus knife. If he's got the knife, this is a much more dangerous platform now. So this is where the American system changes. The American system then changes in 2 parts. It can be two-handed, and they tend to hold the stick at either end like so, much like we were doing, getting to a point where you can make space, make room, and strike with the stick. So it's quite similar to what we were doing with the Fairbairn system. You're being aggressive, tucking it out. When the opportunity arises, you might start to do some stuff. Or they go for a single-handed weapon forward. When you're fighting a man that's got a weapon, typically put your weapon forward, because the weapon is the dangerous thing. When you're fighting an unarmed person or a group of unarmed people, the weapon tends to be at the back, because his job will be to close me down and grapple me. He'll want this. So I need to make sure this is far enough away. I can use my other hand and then use it. So if you're against a knife, the American method goes from this to this, bang, or to a single-handed. But importantly, for them, they're always moving. They're always chopping and hacking and striking at the bony parts of the wrist, the elbow, collarbone, head, kneecap. Anything that's bony is a good target for this type of weapon. But for now, practice it against unarmed in this method, then armed, this method, or this method. Give it a go.